Dear entrepreneur, why don't you bring your business online? Have you never thought to bring your activity online and to change radically your life? This is Luca Papa, the founder of Digital Coach, and in this video, my goal is to explain you what are the advantages of bringing your business online. In the last 10 years as a trainer, top trainer in Digital Coach, I met hundreds, thousands of local business owners struggling in their activities. Most of them struggling in their activities. I mean, the large majority of them, they are living a tough life, according to me. Why a tough life, I would say? Because they are, most of them are like, they started up their business with a dream. The dream as an entrepreneur to be free, and the dream to realize something that they are passionate about. But most of the time, most of them, they become prisoners of their activities, prisoners of their shops, for example, and their locations. I mean, let's take, for example, entrepreneurs in the business of restaurants, bars, restaurants, pubs, and so on. As long as entrepreneurs in the business of local shops, for example, in department stores or not. But anyway, in all those situations, you have to face a few problems. Some of the main problems are the fact that you have to deal with a lot of employees, because local businesses, they need a lot of employees to do maybe just 100,000, 200,000 revenues per year, but maybe you need 10 employees. So it's a tough work, because the more employees you have, the more problem you have managing those employees. At the same time, most of them, they have to respect working hours decided by the authority or the commercial area where they have their activities, and so they are not free to decide where they want when they want to work and when not. And in all those situations, they need somebody to stay in the shop, most of the time themselves, but the majority of entrepreneurs, they are themselves there in the store, and at the same time also a few employees. So it's not the typical life of an entrepreneur. You are really imprisoned in your activity. And then you have to face another problem. You can't choose the customer entering your shop, your restaurant. They are entering, that's it. And some of them, they are problematic. They are bad customers, but it's difficult to say no, you cannot enter. So it's a big problem. So what can you do with the online the online opportunity in order to improve your business and your life? First of all, there are a few advantages, and I want to summarize those advantages. First of all, you don't have to respect a specific working hours, so you have the freedom to decide when you want to work and when not, days and working hours. Second, you don't have to move every day to reach your location, because you can work from home. Third, you can live and work wherever you want, in the mountain, in a beach location, abroad. You can move abroad. You can live one part of the year in a place and the other part in another place, as long as you just have a computer and an internet connection. That's all you need in order to work as an entrepreneur online. Then you can acquire customers everywhere. So if your local customers, they don't have money, they are problematic, they don't spend so much, you can look and try to get customers from other areas once you are online, because online you can get customers from other cities, from other regions, from other countries, and that's a huge advantage. So what are the main differences? The main difference is the location, the freedom, the fact that you don't have also all those employees. You need 1/3, 1/4 of the employees that you need in an offline business. Then, if you don't want to have so much relation with customers, it's easy online because you can even build a business where you don't talk with customers. And at the same time, you have a much wider area where you can sell, and you can sell to much better customers for your activities. What are the main options to bring your business online? First of all, I would consider the idea of empowering your actual activity with the online power. That means, for example, using online to bring more customers, to raise revenues, to bring customers to the shop, and so on. And at the same time, to provide some services online to your offline customers, so you can increase your revenues, you can increase your retention of your customers, and you can increase also the number of transactions that the customers will do with you. So that's huge once you bring your business online, for example, with a store that is complementary to your offline business. Then you have another option, that is the option to build a new business online. That it might be related to your past and your skills, or not related. If you wanna, for example, you are a chef and you like your job, but you wanna take advantage of the online opportunities, you might, for example, create a school where you teach cuisine to other chefs, for example, and everything is gonna be online. Or you can create a delivery service where your plates are delivered directly to customers' home, for example, instead of receiving them in your restaurant. So those are just two ideas on how to build a new business online based on your passions and based on what you are expert in. The other option is the strongest option. If you don't like, you are tired of your business, you are tired of, for example, of the food business, you are tired of the shop business, okay, you can still create a new business online and avoid all the errors that you would make starting in a new market where you don't know nothing. How you can avoid those problems? Simple, with the franchising formula. Now we have, for example, in Digital Coach, an online franchising formula. So you can join a franchisee, Digital Coach, for example, with all the experience that you need in that marketing, training, coaching, and so on, and with all the best practices, with all the brand strength, and everything that you need is ready. And so you don't have to worry about millions of things that you would have to manage if you were an entrepreneur, a sole entrepreneur, for example. But you are still online, so it's not a franchising formula where you need to have a shop offline, but everything is going to be online. If you want some information about how to bring your actual business online, or about our franchising opportunities, you can ask for a free consultation of 1 hour with my colleagues. They will be happy to assist you in helping in changing your business and changing your life. Bye bye, Luca.